Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Israel. Before I start this lesson, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I'm the brother Tazim Makamath, coming from the Camp Company Prophets here in Temple, Florida. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us truth and well. Peace and salutation to the old fillet that scatter abroad. All right. And we know, a lot of heat is brewing up, in the West, as far as, LA and California, and really all across all 50 states. All right. Because this is heating up to the time of Jacob's trouble. This is heating up for Jacob's trouble to hit. How the Lord is, bringing everything to come to pass. Right? Who the world ignorantly called God, in Jesus Christ. His true name is Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, he's making a domino effect, all right, with the people, uprising, sedition, insurrection, okay? And this is all leading up towards martial law, okay? And people don't even know it. People are going out there, downtown, protesting, giving in, with the uprising of the people, not knowing this is all prophetic. And the prophets out here been warning you that Jacob's trouble will come and it's going to be very deadly. And this is all leading up to the martial law, which we all been waiting for. Okay. Now, this is pressure from above and pressure from below. Okay. Now, the pressure above is ICE. Okay. The Immigration Custom Embassy. Okay. Where how Trump is sending out orders to, deport these people. They go into these immigration courtrooms and after the immigration, after the courtroom or whatever, they snatch up the people. They going up to their jobs, snatching the people and throwing them in the trucks and never coming back. Okay. And that's leading up with uproars of, the Latino tribes. Okay. Which is our people, Northern Kingdom. But, all right, the pressure from below will be these, protests, the anti-ICE, the riots, the insurrection upon the people, the sedition, etc. This is all, the pressure from above and pressure below. And as things get more, traumatic and more, graphic out here, especially out in the West, they fired, they're throwing rocks at the police cars and, shit look like, third world country, man. All right. And it's not going to stop down. Okay. Let's actually get that in Second Esdras. How it says the plagues shall not let's get that real quick. Slot. Okay, right here. This is Second Esdras 16 and verse 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son. With 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child come forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Right. These plagues of the uprising of the people, these plagues of, riots and sedition, this is all part of the plagues of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He's brewing up the things in this world because there's going to be a great change coming. All right. We're waiting for the new world of Yahweh Shem Shai when things are dwelling in righteousness. Okay, but right now, all these things have to come. All right. So let's jump down a little bit. All right, and this is all leading up to martial law. Okay, this is all leading up to martial law. Soon, bro, they already have military out there in LA. They already have National Guard and military. Now is when things heat up even more, now, the government is going to be shut down and it's going to be a military enforced order. Okay? Second Ezra 16 and 46. And this is all also this is all simultaneously going to happen with the MOTB as well. As martial law brews up, and this is what Esau wants, and this is what we like to see. Okay, as watchmen, we like to see these things because this is how we're measuring the times. This is how you know the Lord is coming back. All right, and he's working out the things in the earth for the elect's sake. All right. This year has been deemed through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, the hopeful year of our deliverance and Esau's destruction. But the year prior was the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. So, hey, things are moving fast for the elect. Okay. Second Ezra 16 and 46. For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, and take the children captives. For in captivity and famine shall they get children. And they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more I would be angry with them for their sin, saith the Lord. Let's grab let's see, friends. All right, this is right here. Second Ezra 6 and 24. Yeah, Second Ezra 6 and 24. It says, and at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fount shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Right. Okay. It's gonna be great trouble. All right. Great trouble, great death, great murder that's going about to happen in this country. Okay. This country is about to get flipped upside down, man. And people think, yeah, the world's gonna we need to pray for the world, we want the world to be better. No. Okay, the Lord's plagues are not slack. All right. They're not gonna return. They're not gonna dim down. The fire has already been kindled. Who shall quench it, man? The Lord is the one that's brewing this up. All right, let's grab this. Damn, did I pass it? Let me see. Sedition. Maybe it was in a different chapter. Yeah, 15. All right. Second Ezra 15 and verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. Isn't that what's going on right now? All right, you got the Northern Kingdom, our Latin tribes. All right, they're standing up to fight against Esau. Okay, they're trying to. All right, that's not going to work, but and this is going to lead to civil war, race wars. Okay, this is going to lead to a lot of things. See what the Lord does. He does a domino effect. All it needs is one thing. And Esau, they want chaos. They want chaos like this to brew up. They're over here in their bunker chilling, watching this, man. And then they're going to establish order. Order Abkael. Right? It says, and one people shall stand up to fight against one another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. Okay? If you don't know what sedition is, let's actually look it up. Let's see on the etymology. Let's see what it say. Okay? Sedition in the etymology, right? It says rebellion, uprising, revolt, factitious commotion in the state. Okay? Concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority, violent strife between factions, civil or religious disorder, or riot, rebelliousness against authority. And that's what's going on. And that's what's going on right here. Now it says anti-ICE protest spreads to more U.S. cities, right? They got some here in Tampa. They got New York, Chicago, L.A., bro, how much more in Texas? Okay. And it's going to flood all 50. Okay. Now, let's read a little bit of this article. It says clashes between activists and law enforcement is spreading to more U.S. cities over opposition to President Trump's raids on undocumented migrants. Right? Anti-ICE riots started over the weekend in L.A. The protests have now spread to Austin and Dallas, Texas. Bro, didn't I just say that? How much more in Texas? Texas is a big state. Okay? New York City, Santa Ana, and San Fran. NBC News said they counted at least 25 rallies and demonstrations coast to coast. All right? And these are just some of the main ones. All right? Florida is a big one. Okay? We got a lot of Mennonites here. All right, which will be your Cubans today. All right. It says dozens of people started on Dallas Margaret. It says Fox News reported that a protest against ICE agents with dozens of people. Okay. Look at this. Talking about, the anti-ICE. Who toxicologist blows whistle? Elite are the leading scientists who expose Depop agenda. Come on, bro. Scriptures say how their tongue shall fall upon themselves. Okay? They have nothing but a short time. Everything is being exposed about this devil, man. If you still out here believing in this devil, their doctrine, their idol, okay? All right, you still believing in Christ and Jesus through. All right? You're an Edomite lover. Okay? But see, this is what's going on upon the earth. Look at this. We urgently need less souls on earth for our planet to survive the future. Come on, man. All right, but going back to this this article, all right, it's sedition among men. Okay, so let's go back to the scriptures, man. Where was we at? Right here. 2 Ezra 15 and 16. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So they're going to go against the government. And that's what you see. They're going against the government. They're going up against, the law enforcement. They're not caring about none of that. That's why military has to get involved. Okay? That's why the military has to get involved. All right? They loyalty, all right, destroying stores. All right? So with chaos, people are going to be robbing. People are going to be doing all this. Let's get this. Verse 18. For because of the pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. All right. And there's not going to be no fucking peaceful protest, man. Okay. You people are damn stupid, man. There's not going to be no peaceful protest. What? And it's not for Esau to hire, damn, what's that word? Christ is actors, the water. So Yahweh Shem Yahshai. It's not for Esau to hire Christ as actors. You know what I'm saying? To play that part. All right, but verse 18, for because of the pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right, so let's go to 2nd Ezra 16. All right, just like Elder Apostle Tahar said, it's a lot of, 2nd Ezra 14, 15, 16 is all coming to pass. Let's actually grab this real quick. 2nd Ezra 14 and verse 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. So great evils are approaching. Great evils are coming. All right. This is why the world, is weak, because of this man that's ruling. All right. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 16 and right here. All right. Great insurrection is coming. Let's see. Yeah. Great, 2nd Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. Right. This is the martial law. Okay. This is I.C.E. This is they come in with a great wrath. Okay. Coming like a flood. This is what the Lord says. The characteristics of Esau. So a burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you. Yeah, when martial law comes and FEMA camps and, all right, they're already doing it with ICE. That's that burning wrath of a great multitude, right? It says, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. And the number one idol they're going to bring to you is that chip. Revelation 13, all right, the MOTB. Verse 69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden under foot. For there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Okay, so guess what? Esau Edom is coming after the Israelites. All right, just like he did in with the C-19. We want the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans first. So the great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, that's Esau Edom coming after us, because the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, we all have the spirit of fearing the Lord. All right. And verse 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, which is all of us. All right. All of Israel have a zeal of fearing the Lord. All right. They know what's right and what's wrong. Okay. But that's what Esau Edom is coming after. So when we read these things of ICE protests and things brewing up in LA, Cali, and Texas, Chicago, New York, this is all leading up to Jacob's trouble. Let's actually end it off with Jeremiah 30. Okay. Been mentioning it. Might as well get it. So this is Jeremiah 30 and verse 7, just to get the point. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Let's even grab Daniel 12, right? Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that should be found written in the book. Okay, so we're gonna need divine intervention for the plagues and the great trouble that the Lord is about to bring upon this earth. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is angry, man. And this is all leading up for his coming. All right. So with that, Lord willing, this lesson been edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Till next time I say Shalom.